Happy Monday. Hi, everyone. It's Cyber Chick Boston. How's everyone doing? June 15th. The countdown's on for the sabbatical. The sabbatical, the summer of Cheryl. I'm so excited. I have a lot of exciting things lined up. I'll share with them. Hi, Jen. It's good to see you. So I am Cyber Chick Boston. I started this channel back in October and it has been a doozy. Hi, Magic. Hi, Dodo. Here's my girls. Hey, Genuine. So I started it to talk about the Amazon documentary, which I will play a commercial of at some point during my stream. My family was involved in the cult Twin Flames universe. So the Amazon documentary is called Desperately Seeking Soulmate, Escaping Twin Flames. Our niece Brianna was in it for 7 years. We got her out through love and support, and we were just determined. And that's why I started my channel. And let's just be frank, there is some crazy shit going down. Prince of Wales. I got a nice little contingency here. It's so good to see all of you. I am not even sure where I'm going to go with this show because I have taken the high road. I went through a lot of shit with Jess Machado. It's so stupid. I've tried to rise above it because it's just beneath me. Let's be honest. It's so trashy. It's beneath me. And Baker said to me, rise above it. Don't address it when it happened. Don't go there. She'll use you for content. Just do your own shit. And that's what I do, basically. I show up every day. I have a really great community. I love my show. Rebecca, you're going to be completely lost in this stream. So are my sisters. I haven't even told my sisters yet that I'm doing this show because they would have talked me out of it. Hey, TC Malin, it's so good to see you. But you reach a certain point in life where, when lies go unchecked, they become accepted as the truth. And I don't want that to happen. So I'm really at a crossroads here. Do I tell my side of the story? I haven't, right? And there's a reason that I haven't. But sometimes silence in the face of a lie just grows and grows and grows. Now, what I thought, and I know what Baker thought, was, you know what? We'll just take the high road and they'll leave us alone because we won't give them any content. Oh, thank God my family's not in here yet because they don't know any of this craziness. They're gonna be like, abort. I feel like this is between you two, I suppose, but not something I could or would not forget. So if you don't know the whole story, for people who are new, started the channel in October. And honestly, I love doing it. And I didn't just want to talk about the cult because sometimes that's exhausting. Oh, Lynn is here. Lynn. Hi, Lynn. I'll tell you what's happening because they're not on X. They're really good people, and this stuff is not good. It doesn't feel good. So I started to do Sister Show on Tuesday night, which I absolutely adore, which is so funny. Everyone come see Sisters Night. It's hysterical. And also had my nieces on. I love cybersecurity. So I forced everyone to show up Thursday and learn something about technology. Is my channel for everyone in the world? No, that's okay. I never intended it to be. I got monetized and I've never turned it on. I'm fighting cybersecurity. Okay. Do you know there's a World Cup going on right now? And we have an awful lot. Hey, freeze frame. We have a lot of cyber concerns. I'm in war rooms day and night. I will talk about that on Thursday, but I also don't want to talk about it because people tell me they get scared. So that's a whole different story. Cyber Chicken is confessing to her OnlyFans account. So she did say my child would know. So look, Jess is vile. And I'm above that. I really am. So I've tried not to give her content. That was the one thing Baker said, whatever you do. So I know right now I'm giving her content. So this is going to be a one and done. Okay. Lynn, in case you don't know. So I started a segment last week and I was doing it in fun that was called How Many Days has it been since Cyberchick's channel has been dragged on the internet? My channel of 1,000 people, okay? A very small channel, and I don't do anything bad on my channel. I talk about cybersecurity, current events, oh, Kristen, thank you. We love you and you do what you feel is right. It doesn't feel right to talk about it. I will never share my private DMs, voice messages ever, unless I've gotten permission from someone. I'm in cyber, and that is not done. I have made a million mistakes along the way because this is a new road for me to travel. Prince says it's okay to address something for once and get it on the record. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to get in the mud, but I'm not going to live there. So I started this segment last week. How many days has it been? And we haven't gotten past 0 days. Every single day I am dragged on YouTube or X because people sent it to me. So shout out to Carol, sent me a clip of Jess. And I actually was going to play it, but I'm not going to because why give her the viewership? But she trashed me. And that's when it dawned on me, like, not only the first time she did it, it was unchecked. I didn't check it and it was wrong, but I'm like, that's fine. Like, whatever. I don't really care. Again, I'm up here. All this is trash. And then I thought today when I heard it, I go, oh, she's added to it. Okay, so I'm just going to set the record straight. And if at any point I want to abort, I'll abort. So I'm just going to, Sister Deb, you won't know what's going on. But anyways, so Jess did a stream today. Again, very creative. And she likes to point out that I had no subs until her, that my channel is a result of her. It's not true. My channel is a result of Shizzy Wiznut and Baker because they got me to 400 subs. And that was the hardest subs to get to. However, I absolutely asked Jess if I could mod for her. And I'll tell you why I did it. I honestly did it for pity. She has a way of sucking you in. She's so good at making you feel bad at her life and her life choices. And the day that I sent her the email, I thought, oh, she doesn't have a mod. She was new to YouTube, but not new. She had a great platform. And you guys know the story. I had a love-hate relationship. I subbed, I unsubbed, I subbed, I unsubbed. I didn't quite align with her values, but the drama maybe kept sucking me in, which shame on me. I know better, right? So I did feel really bad one day when her daughter's work was exposed in the chat and there was nobody there to delete it. And I wrote to her. And at the same time, she was struggling with money and wanted to take Jeffrey away for his birthday in Providence and couldn't afford it. The hotel prices were expensive. I have so many points that I actually lose points every year. And so I felt bad. So I said, hey, I have a business relationship to propose for you because I'm a businesswoman. I'm a professional. I always think, like, how do I make my channel successful? What does success look like? And I, again, had goals that really weren't important at the time, but I was new. So I made mistakes. So proceed with caution. Stay safe. Oh, so I did send her an email and said, I'll do this for you. And in exchange, I'll give you points. You can take your husband away. I felt bad. And I had this thing where I just want to use my skills to protect her. Because I am fiercely loyal. Once I'm all in with a connection with someone, I'm loyal. And I went all in and she, whatever, said no at first, then said yes. After that thing with her daughter, she's like, yeah, I need it. Never did I ever time anyone out except twice. Once mistake, because I was always walking Prince and with your phone in your pocket, that happens. I apologize to the person. And once, I forget her name now, but Jess had called out and said, hey, Cyberchick, can you block that person? I'm like, yeah, sure. There's this myth out there that I was blocking. And then at the end of the stream, no, I didn't pay that much attention to it. So, but I did do that. I would say I never felt that same way about Kim and Nurse Kim, and we'll talk about that. Never offered Nurse Kim a mod. She didn't need a mod. Nurse Kim was well established. Nurse Kim has a job. She didn't need my points for sure. Nurse what I exchanged multiple emails with Nurse Kim about is I'd love to come on and be a guest and tell my cult story. That's my goal here, people. We're taking down Twin Flames universe, okay? I don't know what all this other crap is about. We are trying to take down a cult. No fault of my family's that we got involved in it, but that's the goal. I loved Nurse Kim's content. She was the first person that I remember her first stream. It was hysterical. She kept grabbing the mic and taking it. She's so funny. I went to her event because her event was in September. I was launching in October. I wanted to see it live. Never said anything bad about the event to Jess until Jess trashed Nurse Kim. And I hate to even go there. Jess was thinking about doing an event. And I said, I went to Nurse Kim's, it was great. And Jess says, my worst fear is no one shows up. I said, that doesn't matter. Nurse Kim only had 12 to 14 people and it was phenomenal. And she said, I would die if I only had 12 to 14 people. So I guess I would just ask you to take a step back and look at the individuals online that you know, because you don't know me. You only know me through a parasocial relationship here. I would just say, who lies and who doesn't? Who has a track record? And do critical thinking. Last week, we spent a lot of time on critical thinking. I usually read every single chat, and now I'm just rambling here. So I will is Mary B here? Oh, Mary B. Thank you so much for coming to this TED Talk. Go sub to Mary B's channel. I love your channel, Mary B. I get a lot out of it. It's very uplifting, especially in the middle of all of this chaos that we're dealing with. And by the way, you're very sensitive, and I relate to that too. And we'll get to that. That's another topic. So sorry if I'm rambling all over the place. Prince, if you're going to be mean to Mary B, that's just not appropriate. Okay, I'll ignore the chat for now because I do love my chat so much because you guys have been here with me. So no, I never. Now what I did, so Nurse Kim and I exchanged a lot of emails. And well, no, we didn't. I bugged Nurse Kim because she called me. I remember I was in Seattle and I picked up the phone, or I don't know if she called me, or we were exchanging emails, and I was friggin' so ecstatic because she responded to me and she's like, Lovey, of course I'll have your cult story on. That sounds amazing, blah, 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 blah. And I was so happy, not knowing that Nurse Kim has her own personal life and is probably living life and having her own issues. I have no privy to that. So I was so ecstatic that I was going to be on Nurse Kim's. And then she has every right to, she ghosted me, and she had a lot going on, and I would follow up with her. So yes, I was probably pissed about that. And Jess would bait me. Jess was always pissed with, when is Nurse Kim going on? Jess also, I wasn't going to go here, but what the hell? Jess has a way of activating her bunnies to look into things, and I fell into that. We started, not me, I had nothing to do with starting the Facebook Bestieverse, but I was added as a mod, and there were 5 or 6, maybe 7 mods, I don't even know. And we were told to not let anyone infiltrate, to do an investigation on every single person. And I didn't really have time, but I would do it. So you saw a lot of that, and I'm not proud of it. But we wanted to make sure, again, that we weren't letting people in that were going to be bad to Jess. And what I realize now, stepping back, how stupid all of this is being bad to Jess doesn't mean the person is bad. And I'm learning that. Hey, Shell Hell. So, yeah, so, I'm not going to go into too much. Yeah, I am. Let's just keep going. So I did have a base. I didn't ride my channel off of Jess, but she would never come on my show. She would never actually come in the chat. So I feel really like her show got people to come and check me out, but I was able to sustain my content. And my content is not for everyone, but it's good. It's intellectual. I'm always on camera. I'm never out like doing a crappy, internet situation or speaker situation, because I'm in technology and there are some core things that are really important to me. I hope during the summer of Cheryl, where I have a sabbatical, I can loosen up enough to just turn on my iPhone and take you wherever I want to go, but I'm not there yet. I like structure. I like to have an agenda. And if you notice, I'm usually in and out within an hour. I don't like to go on and on. It's just not my way. So while Jess would give me a shout out periodically in her chat as her mod and go sub, she never actually came on my show, which was fine. I didn't need that. But to say that my show exists because of her or I'm riding off of her is just false. So I just want to clear that up. And I have exchanged private messages with Kim, and I do apologize. But I will say, I mean, Jess went so far as to, can you find out, this is where she lives. Can you find out if she was divorced? I mean, so for her to just turn it all around and make it seem like it's me being this crazy person is insane. And this would have all gone away if she just left me alone. So let's talk about that day. It came out of nowhere. She was going off on a political rant. Jess knows I am liberal leaning. I'm actually an independent. Never have trashed the president of the United States. Said that I don't support a lot of what he's doing. Didn't want to go to war. I have voted both Republican and Democrat, and it's no one's business. I am liberal leaning. I am. I'm a feminist. There. She knew that because we exchanged a letter. She read it on her show. So when she would go off and call liberals libtards, I just would get offended by it. And I have received emails from people saying, I love Jess. I love her show. I can't watch. Thank you for being there. And once in a while saying stuff. Okay. So when she was going down that path, and I actually did this twice. The first time she called me out on a Spaces and thanked me for it. And then the second time she took issue with it. The first time I told her like that you're going too far and I'm doing it to protect her, was when she went down the rant about adoption. And she even brought it up in the Spaces. I knew I went back and listened to it, and I heard Cyberchick say, that's too far. I did say it was too far. Like, you should never say anything like that. And I am outspoken, so I wasn't going to just, mod or not, I'm not going to do that. The second time I did it was when she was calling people in the chat names or headed in that direction. I simply said, no name calling. Or is that what I said? No name calling. 3 words, no name calling. Everything's content for Jess. She was able to spin that into a 3-series content on 3 letters. So she had to stop her stream. It was very dramatic and blah, blah, blah. And then I didn't know what was happening. She called me. She said I was crying. I don't think I was crying, but maybe I did. That gets back to what I was saying before. Maybe I was sensitive because I was just in shock. And sometimes, even as a professional in a work situation, I hate it. I teach my nieces how to do certain things to make sure that tears don't come down their face, but it is an automatic reaction for me. I either throw up or I cry. That's just my response. My response to everything. But I wasn't bawling. And I just said to her, like, this is such a non-issue. This is not a big deal. I don't need to mod for you, Jess. Like, this doesn't need to be content. And I thought that we worked it out, where she said, I don't want you to leave. You do a great job modding. I like your contributions. And I said, okay, fine, then we'll just forget it. It was a mistake. Made a mistake. Okay. People make mistakes. Then by 1 o'clock, she was doing a stream against me, a stream about me, and it was terrible. It was a terrible stream. And I thought she was calling me her employee and said, she's my employer. And I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I have like a really big job. Modding is not a job for me. And I just knew right then, I'm just going to back away. It like a light bulb went off. And I thought, maybe all the people she's bullying on the internet aren't what she portrays. And I felt, honestly, if I could contact everyone, I wouldn't. Just say, I'm sorry. I don't know if you're good. I don't know if you're bad. But certainly I shouldn't follow this person's lead because of what she's doing to me. So I just said, I'm done. I'll just be done. And I just stopped and I continued streaming my own thing. I'm busy. I'm a busy person. I have a husband. I have kids. I have a job. I was traveling. And then my husband's such a sweetheart. He came in and got me an iced coffee. So, and I get it. You know, it's her show. I just didn't want to be part of it anymore. and she wouldn't let it go. People kept sending me screenshots, and I unsubbed. I was a member. I canceled my membership, and I just really just thought that'll be the end of it. And she kept coming after me. And it's great content. Everything for money. Everything for money. So, what happened after that? Oh, I know. I'm going to read it to you verbatim. She came on my sister show, my sacred sister show, which she has never been on, never been in one of my chats. And she was like, "Hey, Cyber Chick, why aren't you calling me back?" Oh, she was sending me text messages. I blocked her. I thought, oh, well, this is crazy. I'm just going to block her. She came on my show. "Why aren't you calling me back? I want a phone call." I'm like, I do not work for you. Like, this is not a paid gig. Okay. My mods, I love my mods. They're so awesome and they never left my side. But you know what? If Side Eyes just said, "Hey, some of your content is really boring, and if you don't see me in the chat, that's why," I'm not going to, like, that's fine. Hi, Liz. Liz, I'm sorry you're going to listen to all this about your auntie and you don't even know what any of this is about, but that's okay. It's my own truth journey. So I wrote in her chat the next day. I went in, I subscribed because I knew I needed to get into her chat. And I just said was leaving a courthouse. She was busy. And I didn't want to do anything that would give her content. I didn't want to have a private conversation with her because I saw where that went. She used it all against me. I didn't want to text her because I couldn't trust her at this point. So I wrote in her chat, and I took a screenshot. "Hey, Jess Machado Show, responding to your chat in my live last night. I appreciate you reaching out. At this point, I think it's best we go our separate ways. Wishing you and everyone here all the best." And that was it. She went ballistic and she decided, I got out of there. I blocked her, and then my phone was blowing up. "She's reading your text. She's reading every single text." I don't know because I didn't listen to it. How embarrassing. Look at any of your text exchange with a confidant over the past 6 months, and you'll sound deranged if they're not read with context and they're not read in a holistic exchange. But I just let it go. And you know what I did? I went live 15 minutes after she was done because I have nothing to hide. I am who I am. And I thought, fine, fine. She got it out of her system. She was her go-to is to be mean and nasty. Honestly, I am nothing in her life. So I'm not really sure. We're going to talk about that, why it's getting this reaction to her. So I just was like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. This is great. I can go on and do my cyber that no one wants to hear about and talk about the cult. And I've been having fun. And there's been several times where she'll come out and say things, and she's looking for a reaction. I won't give it to her. I think Jimmy said it best on one of his shows: Cyber Chick doesn't play. I do not play. I'm playing today and then I'm done with it, because if you don't, I really believe that saying about a lie unchecked just, is accepted as the truth. And if you look around, see how many people I'm mean to on the internet. See how many friends I've lost in the past year. See how good my family is when they show up in my chat or when they show up on my screen. See my public social media accounts and what I present, and then make your own decision. We're all capable of critical thinking. So I never went anywhere. She said today, like, "Oh, Cyber's coming out of the woodwork. She's been in hiding." I was here the whole time. I was here. I was not as active in Rat House Media because J7 was in there, and we're going to get into J7. That's a sensitive situation because I think there's some mental health issues there that I'm very sensitive about. But I know I confidently have the truth on my side. I am sorry. I am sorry I shit talk and got involved with, you know, checking people out on behalf of Bestieverse, which I got out of right away. And by the way, one of the mods, I don't know if you remember Kelly NV. Isn't that weird that I'm muted? So that hasn't happened in a while. So if you're new to my channel, I have a command center here, and I've got a mic that once in a while will go to my monitor that I'm not using. And I thought I fixed it, but obviously I haven't. And I do promise I will read every single chat after this, but I just want to kind of keep going because I am on a roll. So of course apologize to Nurse Kim. What an asshole I am. Nurse Kim's amazing, and I always loved her content. And seeing her go live and how relaxed she was, and watching her press buttons gave me the confidence to go live. Okay, it really did. I my I would I, these were people that Jess had issues with, and I went along with it, and I regret it. The Glare. I don't know the Glare at all. I hated his super chats. That's the only thing I said to her was like the content wasn't for me. Now I can watch it if I watch it at 2 times or 1.5, and he's funny as hell. And I see the value. Ray from Dallas. I am sorry. I didn't actually shit talk you. I just wanted to see you. I'm a cybersecurity person, and we have a North Korea remote worker infiltration that see how I just like go into the cyber thing that no one cares about. So that's not important. It was important to see who was representing themselves. I understand now that you didn't want people to know who you were, and I apologize for that. I made a mistake. I've tried to just course correct and run a really good, clean channel here. I will say, um, so J7 was in my DMs quite a bit when I had X, and we had a run-in in February where she was out of control in my chat. She was out of control, and everyone ignored it. My nieces, I think, or my mods, one of my mods said, "Should we time her out?" I'm like, "No, just like let her go. It's fine." I didn't know what to do with that. I'm a small channel. I was just like, okay. I She sent me an email, DM the next day, said, it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon when I was streaming. She sent me a DM that said, and I'm not sharing receipts. I'm not sharing other people's, but I'll summarize it at a high level, that she's sorry she was chaotic in my chat. She was drunk. I said, that's fine. And then we had some other exchanges, and I think that she probably, I don't want to say that she has mental health issues, or I don't know what, she's got some sort of issue. And this was in February, I called Jess. So Jess and I would talk on the phone quite a bit. And I called her and I said, again, as her mod, I was overly protective. It's so stupid. I would never be a mod again. I would never. I just said, I had this thing where I just felt really protective of Jess because of the chaos that was her life. And I'd never met anyone like that. I was like, okay. So I called her and said, I just want to warn you, there might be something off. At the time that J7 did that, she was starting to go, the weekend before, she was like, Baker broke my heart. He broke my heart. And she was saying very strange things. And I just, hey, heads up, because I know she's in your chat a lot. I think there's an issue with J7. And Jess said, oh, there's definitely an issue. Jimmy already warned me, but she's a huge contributor. I said, okay, as long as you know, that's fine. So it started to dawn on me that like this is all about money, and that's not the point of my channel, which may sound crazy to people. The point of my channel is awareness, and I like it. It's something for me to do. It's going to be something I can do in my sabbatical. And maybe it'll turn into something else. Maybe I will turn that monetization button on. I just haven't yet. So, I just, I just wanted to say that. So stop rewriting history. Every time you talk about me, Jess, it's a different story. It's more elaborate, and you're rewriting history. I know the truth. Just move on from me. Why? So let's talk about that. Why won't you move on? I'm a smaller content creator. I don't compete with her in any way, shape, or form. Why is she doing this? Why is it, some people have reached out to me and said, you got under her skin. Like, wow. Is it because I don't play? Is it because I was just like, I'm done? Why can't I just not be your mod anymore and go on my own way? I didn't hurt you. I didn't hurt your channel. I didn't steal from you. I never said a word publicly about you. Why? What are some of the reasons that she's doing that? Why is she so fixated as I saw that, Cheryl, see? Why is she so fixated by me? You know, why did it hurt her? And I do think it hurt her, and I didn't mean to hurt her, but treat people well. Treat people, with respect. Let people leave. I'm on camera every day. I'm not hiding. I've been on camera every day, and I've been respectful to everyone every day, you know? I don't wanna have a channel. I could have done this, and I could have gotten subs, and I could do this content every day. Every time someone mentions me, Ocean and Moons mention me Friday night. They mention me. They'll mail, this will be played over. Hi, everyone from Ocean and Moons. Just leave me alone. Let me go fight a cult. Let me fight cybersecurity. I'm busy. I'm a busy person. And you know what? She does activate the bunnies. So I fell for that. I was stupid. One comment made in the chat. Yep. Okay, I love my chat. Let me go back and read a little bit. I think that, oh God, Boston Booty's here. My sister's here. All right, sisters, what do you say? Have I gone on enough? Oh my God. Lisa's gonna yell at me. I didn't go online for like 1.5 days and I'm lost. I think that this is what happened. This is what you missed. It's not Jessica's fault. Everyone else is to blame. Every single person from me, and I have got to be the smallest person out there, right? Me, the expert, Baker, Bahala she had on last night. I think she might be going after Emily C, but I'm not sure. Common sense, investigated. Let's throw in Sparkly. It's everyone else is wrong and Jess is right. Oh, the one comment I made, another normal mom, I said, what did I say? I think I wrote it down. No negative, no name calling. No name calling was my comment in the chat. I wrote it in the chat. And you know what? It's her right. It's her chat. If I looked and Side Eyes Jess was saying something that irritated, but first of all, I would just call Side Eyes Jess or send her a text. I can't imagine anything. Even if I'm talking about politics, Kristen will come on and say, I hate Aaron. Now, I love Aaron Parnas. He's an independent journalist, and we do a lot of fact finding on this show because we're about data. And Kristen hates him. And every time I say I'm going to play him, she goes, oh, he's so boring. I hate him. So what? That's what diversity is about. Everyone come from a different background. Everybody, oh, thank you, Genuine. Look at that. Mary B, hugging is gay. Stop it. She stopped her stream and she went off. But you know what? It's just, it was content. Just realize there is nothing sincere about her. And I'll give you an example. This was the first clue. I wasn't going to go here either, but to get in touch with Jess, I had to send her a very long email, and she read it on her show, and it was really funny. I sent that to her maybe a week and a half before she read it on her show, and she made it seem, and this isn't a big deal. This is me. Now I'm being petty because who cares? This is nothing. But it's one of those things where you go, oh, she's not actually honest. And I've seen her do this with a few other things on her show. She likes to pretend her content is new and fresh. So she was like in the middle of her Saturday stream that she did at the studio, which I used to like because she was on camera and it was focused. It wasn't chaotic. And she was just clicking around. She goes, oh, what's going on the internet? And she's like, oh, wait a minute. Hey, I got a new message. What's this? Oh, I think I'll accept it. And she goes, I'm going to read this loud to you guys. And it was my message. She had read that a week earlier. That's not a big deal, right? Who cares? Like, that's just like, oh, I'll use this for content. But I'm watching now, realizing every move she makes is for content. Everything she does is for content. So let's see what my friend is saying. Magic. She talks about other creators like she's accused others of doing. Yeah, I mean, You know what? I don't even want to trash her all that much, but I just want to tell my what happened with me. Jess is mean. Jess is mean. Jess lies. And this is going to probably come back and hurt me 100 times over because she likes to get revenge on people. And hey, expert, I'm having a little bit of a truth journey. And then I'm one and done. And then I'm putting it aside. I think when I see someone like Jess trashing the expert, carelessly saying he's slurring his words, he's drunk or on drugs or high. The experts doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, doesn't do drugs. He actually runs a really nice channel. You should try it. It everything just piled on and pissed me off, to be honest with you. And I just, yeah, I lost 300 subs, I think, the day that Jess denounced me and then told anyone that had chick in their name they had to change it. Like, what? Um, it's about control, and I think that she might be losing control, and so she's spiraling. So the point of this stream that my sisters and my friends are going to yell at me for doing is to get my side of the story out. Yes, I made mistakes, and I am terribly sorry to anyone. I would have reached out and told them I was sorry, but honestly, I don't think they even care about me. I'm so small. I am a small channel. Um, if anyone ever wants to help me fight the cult, have me on. Let me tell my cult story because that's what I'm going to continue to focus on. You know, um, she made fun of my cult. She makes fun of my glasses. She makes fun of, she said if I spend half the time on my personality and content, I would get some talent because I'm talentless. I mean, it's mean. She is a mean girl. And here's the thing, like, I don't deal with a lot of mean people in my life. I have a lot of professional women friends. I have a lot of mama friends that stay home with their kids, and we support each other. Like, we really do. When I came into this community, I was all in with helping people from a technical point of view. I hosted Bay Harbor Beauty and Funeral Lady because they were just launching their channel, and I said, "Oh, there's some things I can show you that I know because I'm good and I'm, Miss Habibable. Love helping her. She's got 100. We got her to 100 subs last week on my channel. I was so happy. I want to help people. I want to help women specifically, but help anybody. And I know Jess had those classes, but those are self-serving. Everything she does is self-serving. Everything she does is for content. Here's what Jess is. So I just told you all the things that Jess is in a negative way. She's actually a really good interviewer and a journalist when she's serious. When she gets into professional mode, she's awesome. Unfortunately, it's only 10% of her content. But when I see that, I'm like, that's amazing. She's really good. And I've just seen such a huge divide in the community. And I'm not here to contribute to it. I'm small. No one cares what I have to say. I just want to say my truth journey. Freeze frame, I'm so glad you're here. Drama and scandal sell for sure. It's YouTube a la Jerry Springer. It is, and I've stayed out of it. I know my sisters, I know Boston Booty, I don't know what you're saying in here, but my sisters are probably cringing, but I went rogue. I went rogue, and it's not even Drama Friday, and I don't even think Taylor Swift got married. By the way, I have a new prediction on that. Um, I don't like it being one side against the other, and um, no one knows the truth about anything. Like, I actually feel really bad for anyone that Jess has slammed now because I'm like, "Oh, is that the truth?" She's made me really question a lot, like everything. Everything, we need 3 sides to every story. It is hard to look away, but I don't need to be called talentless by her at all. I have my talent. I'm not even gonna be defensive. I love my channel. I love my chat. I love Cyber Thursday, and no one comes to it. You people, you're all here for drama. Show up Thursday. We're gonna learn about, hold on, what were we gonna learn about? Password spraying. Does that sound fun? And maybe we'll talk about the North Korean agent worker that IT worker that I was just referenced a while back and almost got sucked down that road. Come Thursday, we're going to have a good time. An expert was here on Thursday, and now he knows all about DDoS and why people do them, what they're after. Genuine, you stay. You're good, Genuine. You know. Nanadu. I'm a liberal, and I used to turn into Jess before all the drama. She did cover some good topics, and she definitely leaned hard right, but I could decipher it. She ruined her legit career. Yeah, I don't think that driving around getting iced coffee, as I sit here and drink one, because Johnny brings me one when he comes home early, and I love him for it. Magic says, Kristen, she didn't deserve the backlash for saying no name calling. And if she was in the heat of the moment, she could have called and fixed it. Yeah, I think I think that's probably the biggest issue is that was just for content. I realized it. It's because we talked, we came to an understanding and then hung up. And then an hour later, she went live and was really mean to me and then went live again. Like she kept doing it. And I thought, oh, and you know what? Jimmy said it. Cyber Chick doesn't play. I was done. But I didn't actually miss it. Okay. If you want the truth, like being a mod on Jess's channel wasn't like the highlight. I just wanted people to click on. I thought, because I didn't know any better until I heard Expert say something on his channel, I thought the goal should be get as many people to like and subscribe so that everyone can hear my cult story. It wasn't about the money. It's never been about the money. It's about how many people. But what I was doing was just getting people that weren't really interested in the cult story to sub. What I need to do is focus on people who will learn and who will teach their kids to stay away from, teach them about online safety. So it was a great learning experience, but it wasn't like when I left Jess's channel, I was just done. I didn't have a void in my heart or my life. I just left it. And so I was really surprised, like, why is she still that's why we came up with a fun segment. How many days has it been since Cyber Chick's channel has been dragged on the internet? And we haven't gotten past 0. So crazy. Is anyone being mean in the chat to me? Oh, the chat is a reflection of the content creator. I hope my chat's being good. You know, you have no right to say how people sound. Like, how do you sound if you're drunk or, you know, just from the South? You know? No, he doesn't drink. That's just his personality. Sometimes content creators have a personality, especially when they're intelligent. I see you, Expert. I know your game. Prince of Wales, you're still here. I'm so surprised. You may want to exclude me. He doesn't drink, smoke, or do drugs. Yeah. So if anyone's saying anything mean about Expert, please don't. We love Expert. So what Expert said to me when I was having, so I was embarrassed. I mean, she read 6 months worth of my text without context, without telling the full story, without her conversations as part of it. I didn't even listen to it because I was mortified, but I got over it because it's not important to me. But I went into one of Expert's streams and he said, I posted a video once that only got 1 view, but you know what? That 1 view meant the world to me. It was something like that. Or maybe he posted it on my channel and he would just say the nicest things that I was like, yeah, if you do a stream and there's 7 people in there, but it's a great stream and you leave feeling good and they feel like they connected and learned or just laughed, I'm happy. And that's the other thing that she keeps doing is she keeps taking a snapshot of my views. My views get anywhere from 50 to 150 views. I'm happy with that. She will post it in her bestie verse with mocking because she's a mean girl. Who does that? She's 50 years old. Mocking my views when I don't say a word about her and her content and her I don't say a word. I got off X and I don't engage with her. Oh my gosh, this is my new favorite thing. Darth Vader, 7 good people in a stream is better than 700 assholes. Amen. Amen. I agree. I actually, TC Maylin, I feel the same way. I love having a small chat when I'm streaming. I can keep up and still continue telling the story I'm talking about. I like it too. I used to love Melanie Little when she first started, and then the chat goes so fast. I didn't feel like I was connecting with her anymore. And I think that's part of a community that I look for is connecting with the chat when I can, unless I'm doing something, I have earphones in and I'm not paying attention. Then I'll listen to Melanie. But if I'm looking to be active in the chat, then it's different. Zach, stop saying that. Hi, Naira. I'm having a great Monday now. I feel good. I just vented, Naira Nora. I just vented about a content creator who's mean, and I feel good now, and I can be done. My one and done is over. Love, hate, love. Thank you for chatting. I think that's the first time I've seen you in here. She has main character syndrome. She does, doesn't she? Yep. Magic says, Magic, I can't believe you're letting me do drama. Magic's been great. She's been in my chat since day one telling me to stay out of it. She gave up her friend of years for Mean Girl YouTube drama. She thinks making 10K a month is worth a friendship. She could get a job at Dunkin' Donuts, but that's beneath her. Yep. Yep. Expert says, freeze frame. That's awesome. Public humiliation and shaming, creator. Nanny Jew says, I want to read this. Everyone is supporting Jess Machado because Aiden does. Once that changes, oh boy, watch out, because we all know that's coming. I haven't even had time to watch anything from Aiden lately. So I'm going to I don't have any, I won't share receipts. I won't share DMs. I won't share text messages. It's just not appropriate. It's icky. And quite frankly, I'm shocked that she would as a journalist. Like, who's ever going to trust her as a source? I'm in cybersecurity. I should have known better. I use Signal all the time. I had a trust with her, which was false. My relationship with her was false. And it was quick. I mean, I said I was sorry. I'm not going to beat myself up. It was like a 4-month, 6-month relationship. So, like, it's over. If she'll just let me move on. Can I just move on now, Jess? Are we done? Because I don't want to have a back and forth with you. I don't want to have anything with you. I don't want to watch your show. I don't care how many subs you're losing. I'm fine. My channel is fine. My channel is healthy, and we're going to take down a cult. And that you should be investigating. Why don't you go to Michigan and find out what happened when the Michigan Attorney General raided Twin Flames Universe and got all of their hard drives? Why don't you figure out where that story is? Like, let's do that together. That would have been fun. Thank you, Genuine. Genuine's a sweetie. Even though I think she called cybersecurity people nerds last week. I don't care. I didn't get mad at her. I laughed. Magic. I kept telling you this drama didn't belong in the family story. I knew what would happen to you and I hated it. I know. But you know what? It feels good. I had to kind of get it off my chest, so to speak. I know she's not done. Hey, Dean, how are you? Everyone make sure that when she comes at me, you protect me now, because you know what? That's not true. It's the internet. What is she going to do? She's already lied. She's read all my texts. She's going to read them again. Just go watch her stream. She did it once already. It didn't hurt me. It didn't kill me. I went live 15 minutes after she was done, and I'll do it again. Hi, Dean Talks. I appreciate that you are here and that you speak the truth as well. We appreciate it. Magic says, I believe she does. Have that's the sick thing. So think about, I mean, I was one of those bunnies. Let's be honest. I saw her not being able to afford a hotel. She tells these sad stories, like the one she told about never having a vacation and someone gave her a vacation home. She wanted to take Jeffrey away for his birthday. I offered up hotel points. Why wouldn't I? People send her things. People give her so much money because they bought it into the pity. She can't afford her car. She can't afford anything. And you feel, a connection. And it's weird. I wish I never did it. It was really weird. Dean, you're taking heat. Well, Dean deserves it. Let's face it. Sorry, Dean. But you talk a lot of smack. That's so funny. Dean has been here before. He gets around. He really does. Mary B, it sucks and it wears on you. I was close friends of many last night who are, yep, I was able to vent to them last night. I feel lighter and so grateful. Mary B, it is really helpful to take a step back and say, okay, that didn't work out well. First of all, you have such a positive channel. Let's all find positive channels. So yes, I'll tune in once in a while, but put a limit on how much you're spending in the drama phase, and then go pop into Mary B and get a reading or movie night, or just listen to her stories, because something about it is very calming. And do what you need to do to feel lighter. That's what I tell people to focus on. You have to learn as you go. She'll talk about, yeah, but I won't listen, so that'll be fine. She really went hard at me today. I mean, you can't make fun of my glasses. Cut the shit. I got great glasses. I'm not even going to talk about the Nurse Kim thing. There were so many mistakes that were made, taken out of context. I was on my sister's show and I was focused on the fact that I don't even know who now. One of the KMS guys was making fun of my glasses because I was in the comment section. And then it just went down a bad path. So Nurse Kim, I have apologized to her. We have exchanged emails. There were so many mistakes made and then things taken out of context. It's a great example of how things aren't what they seem. And I'm not gonna go into any detail. It was not my business to comment on Nurse Kim. Nurse Kim's show was great. Her event was great. Jess is the one that was making fun of it. And she, that's it. Was I involved in it? Yes. I apologize. I'm looking for the best book on every kind of cult to do an interview. Really? I'm going to do a stream Friday with Lisa. She doesn't know this yet. And we're going to talk a little bit about the cults. So, okay, so since I have so many people here, I'm going to take a commercial break and you're going to watch the trailer for my documentary that my family's in, just so that everyone knows why I started this. And then I'll get back to, I have a couple more things to talk about, but I do feel better. So thank you, everyone. Amazon. There's so many different ones that pop up. Let me see the Amazon trailer. Here it is. It's only 2 minutes long. Hold on. Hold on. Calm down. Let me do a commercial break. What? It's only 2 minutes, so do me that solid.
We all understand this feeling of loneliness. We don't know where we belong and we don't know how to rectify that.
I met someone, the one, my twin flame.
Twin flame.
Twin flame.
Twin flame. I was looking up twin flames and Jeff and Shelia came right up.
Hi, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Shelia.
And we are authors of the book Twin Flames, Finding Your Ultimate Lover.
A twin flame is like a super spiritual soulmate.
Their promise was, you're going to end up in a relationship with your ultimate lover. The classes were very expensive.
I started to notice weird things happening in the group.
They're surrounded by people who worship them.
I've had about enough of your disrespect of me.
It's getting pretty old.
They had so much power, it was very abusive.
Holy, holy, holy.
I've heard of many cases of people stalking their twin flame.
Show up every day at his house and drag him over to yours.
There's all this accusation that they pressure people into transition.
Coercing people to change their gender, would you say that you do that?
Absolutely and unequivocally not.
They would say, and you're the guy, and you're the girl, and that's your twin flame.
Got a message from God, and it's this person now.
I thought maybe this is a cult.
Jeff had a website.
$30 to cure a headache, all the way up to curing cancer.
They're qualified to do none of this.
Could I be the Christ?
They were making serious money off of our trauma.
The level of obsession, people continue to join the organization.
I'm not evil.
It's a gimmick. It's a business. A business is manipulating people.
And it's working.
Unconditional love is at the root of everything that we do.
That's what it's called. Desperately Seeking Soulmate, Escaping Twin Flames. And it is available Amazon Prime. It came out October 6, 2023. We are the Boston family in that. There's 3 episodes. There's also a documentary on Netflix. I don't know what it's called. Sis, does anyone know what it's called? It is, I think it's called Escaping Twin Flames. Anyways, you'll just type in Twin Flames. So there's 2 of them. They came out around the same time in 2023, exposing Twin Flames universe. I've done a lot of shows on it. I'm going to go back and do a show on it because sometimes I think, okay, people have already heard the story, but they really haven't. There's always new people out there that are listening, that are interested in it. And there's really 2 main goals that we have as a family: to tell our story and prevent anyone else from going through the hell that we went through. And number 2, bring Jeff and Shalia down, the gurus who started Twin Flames Universe, who have raked in so much money, who manipulate mostly girls. And they raided their compound and they're putting the case together. But anything we can do to drum up more information about it. So if you have any questions at all about the cult, I'm going to put my email. Hi, Maddie. I saw you. Are you back from the vineyard? The nieces went to the vineyard this weekend. You can email me. And Maddie, I did a whole stream that I wasn't supposed to do. She just joined. Go back and watch. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. I'll regret this, but that's okay. So that is exactly what we started this for. Yes, imagine if my twin flame was Zach. Zach's a nice guy. Do you guys want to know something? Maddie, it's okay. You're perfect and can do no wrong. These are the type of nieces you want in your life. How nice is that? Yeah, Escaping Twin Flames on Netflix, and the Amazon Prime documentary is Desperately Seeking Soulmate, Escaping Twin Flames. So it's confusing. I actually like the Netflix one, even though I'm in the Amazon one, and I dropped the F-bomb, so just a warning, I didn't mean to. But the Netflix one, so the families were talking behind the scenes, and we knew, my sister Lynn knew, that most of the families were going to be in the Netflix one. So we went with the Amazon Prime one for 2 reasons. We loved Allison Hines, the reporter that we saw in there from Vanity Fair. She was really helpful to our family. And we wanted to make sure that we told the story through 2 platforms. So the one for Netflix shows more families. I think we're the only family that was in the Amazon one, but watch either one of them. I want to see what TC Maylin said. I love that you talk about cults. Oh, you grew up in a fundamental independent Baptist church. Which one do I watch first? Whichever one you want. I mean, if you want to see my family, we're in. I'm supposed to say Amazon, but honestly, I like the Netflix one too. They're both really good. Maybe we should watch them one day here. Mary B, my nieces are amazing. They come on my show. So this is what I'd like to say. Let's have an action from this, because meanness isn't good for my soul. I don't like it. I don't like all of what's been going on. And I know that a lot of you support Turtle Boy. So we need to do uplifting things. How about if we do a stream? Like, I didn't know, it sounds like TC May, you have a channel. I didn't know that. I think I saw, I'm going to go back and read the comments. Why don't we have a show where we go and subscribe and like and promote smaller channels? And myself and my mods will make sure that we're dropping links into channels. So come prepared, where we can say, hey, you know, go see Mary B's channel, go see Shelly H. Like, there's a lot of people that are coming online. I've got some that I support, and we can be so powerful in our numbers of going in, liking, subscribing, offering a platform for anyone who wants to come up and say a few words. That's the other thing about it. Going live is really hard the first time, isn't it, Mary B? Were you nervous the first time? I made the mistake of, because, you know, I'm like, this isn't hard for me to talk into a computer. I do it all day for work. So I was determined, like, I'm going to go live. I'm going to tell the cult story, and it's going to be an awesome hour of conversation. And it was good. Really? You're going to do a live? Go live for 20 minutes and play with the buttons. I should have just taken a step back. I was so gung-ho of like, it's going to be perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be done. You just have to do it. And then you sit back and go, that was awful, but at least I did it. And who cares? I talk whether there's one person in the stream or 300 or 1,000. It doesn't matter. You know, you're connecting with one person or you're connecting with a lot. You're still offering something out there. So I would love to do that. Hi, Happiness, again. It's good to see you. Just reading the chat before I go. I have to go because I have a meeting starting at 1. Have you ever done a channel raid with me? No, I don't have raids. First of all, I stream at noon usually during the day. So I've never done a channel raid with you, Expert. How do we do it? Let's do it. I think Shizzy set my channel up so I could take people coming, like I could do it. But honestly, I'm really like, this is an hour stream. That's long for me. I jump on when I have a break in the day, and I do a stream, and then I hop off. I do my night show with the sisters Tuesday at 6 or 6:30. It is going to be the Summer of Cheryl, so you'll see a little bit more of me, maybe in the morning though. I actually love going live. So I think my problem is I'm in here all day. This is the command center. I get the hell out, and I don't want to come back up at nighttime. I don't know. I have to get over it. Yay, you're already subbed. So Maylin, do you have a channel? Do I need to drop it? And who else? So we'll do a show where we just sub to people and we help people. Well, thank you for listening to me. I am going to probably regret this, but I'm not deleting it. Oh, good. Okay. Already subbed to Expert. Good. Boston Booty says the loudest voices aren't necessarily true voices. That's true. What did Nikki say? Nikki said, oh my God, hate is loud, but love is something. Nikki, what was it? I forget it. Oh, thank you, Side Eyes Jess. I have not been listening to the chat. You said nothing to be ashamed of. Thank you, Prince of Wales. Shout out, all my mods are super. And I don't think you work for me either. I just think you're supportive and I love you for it. So thank you. Yeah, Boston Booty is a sister. Boston Booty, Cyber Chick sister, Boston Booty, CT sister. Those are my 3 sisters. 4. I have 3 sisters. Boston Booty, Cyber Chick sister, and CT sister. CT stands for, I say it stands for my initials, but it's not. It's Connecticut. She's from Connecticut. See, there's Lynn. Hi, Lynn. Cyber Chick sister. That's one of my sisters. Thank you, everyone. So make sure that you come to the sister show tomorrow night. hopefully it's calm and we don't talk about this ever again. Thank you, everyone. Have a great day.